Good morning, Pepe.
Good morning.
I would like to ask you, as head of the International Federation's operations in Afghanistan, what is the current situation in Afghanistan in terms of humanitarian relief work during April 2008?
Um, the situation in general in Afghanistan has been somehow it has been become a bit more difficult. Uh, the reasons, of course, are that the insurgencies have increased. The development work that many organizations started in 2001 and 2 have actually become much more difficult in the field. Also, one of the big reasons is that right now we have a lot of military in Afghanistan and 27 so-called PRTs, provincial reconstruction teams, which all have their own agendas. These agendas are supposed to be also humanitarian, but the humanitarian community regards it a little bit difficult for the military to do humanitarian work. So the humanitarian space has actually become much smaller than it has been. Part of the solution that the UN family, the UN is now planning for is a humanitarian reform, the cluster system, etc. That, of course, will be executed and implemented all over the world. But in conflict situations like in Afghanistan, the cluster system, the cluster approach, is a bit complicated also for the Red Crescent movement. So we do and we will attend, but we have a little bit reservations also regarding the reporting lines and the roles, and particularly lead agency, the ICSE, has big reservations.
There's a global food crisis at this point of time. What kind of impact is it having in Afghanistan, given the fact that there was severe snowfall this winter and also the conflict is going on?
It has a very big impact, and it will have a very big impact in the near future. The very sad thing is that already during the last year or so, the food stuffs have the prices have increased from 40 to 70, 80%. But now, during the last 2 months, the grains, the wheat, etc., the prices have doubled. And in a situation like Afghanistan, which now lately has been relying on import from Pakistan and India, which countries also have difficulties. So Afghanistan is really in a big difficulty, and that will add on the instability, and also the events and incidents around the conflict. Also, the fact that we have, I think already, nobody actually knows exactly, but let's say from 300,000 to 500,000 IDPs already due to the conflict and old natural disasters. Plus, we also have returnees. I mean, more and more returnees from Pakistan and Iran. So, and many of these returnees, because they cannot go to their original home locations, it actually means that they will become IDPs, and this IDP mapping actually has been very difficult. We don't know how many and where they are. But anyway, this all adds to the fact that food crisis will really be felt by this population. Winter was difficult because many places they had, it was much colder than they are used to, and there were lots of winter-related disasters, and that also added to the problem because a lot of people, a lot of different groups lost their livestock and their farming lands. So I have to really repeat that the situation is becoming very difficult in Afghanistan.
Pepe, the International Federation and the Red Cross Red Crescent would be meeting with their partners in Geneva this June. What are the major expectations that the Red Cross Red Crescent has from its partners in the international donor community?
First of all, we would like to have our partners to understand what the Red Cross Red Crescent perspective as far as humanitarian space is actually, because the media is pretty much telling only the opinions and views, perspectives of the let's say military political side, which of course is also important because that side is contributing hopefully to the stability and peace. But we also have the humanitarian side and it is too bad that this UN integrated mission with the UNAMA having the coordination role. It is not purely humanitarian. So we need to tell and give the message to our partners as to that. Also, when I think about the messages that the leadership of the national society is giving, I would say that they have a big drive and desire to engage good partners for a longer term.
And lastly, Pepe, I would like to know what are the main needs of the Afghan people in the coming times?
Well, it is obvious that emergency food aid is something which is needed immediately. Education is something which has to be addressed all the time. We, as the Federation, as the Red Cross Red Crescent, we are not directly doing so much about the education. The ICRC is helping the national society in some respect, renovating some of these establishments which also are related to education. But of course, health is one of the big issues. We are now trying to support the national society to find a new sort of perspective in health, to have a new comprehensive and integrated community-based health intervention objective. We have a lot of different things that have been implemented by the National Society for a long time and supported by the Federation, International Federation, like emergency mobile units, clinics, and community-based first aid, volunteering, etc. But now we have to find a way to sort of integrate all these, and under the coordination of the Minister of Health.
Thank you, Pepe, and all the best for your work.
Thank you.